Next up on the agenda, we have three census staff. It'd be great if you could introduce yourself, and thank you for taking the time to present.
Well, good evening. My name is Raymond Mueller, and I am with the United States Census Bureau, and I am the lead for the local partnership team. We've been around for about 2 years now, working with the federal government or the local government, businesses, organizations, CBOs, and what we're doing tonight is just giving you some information about why it's important, why it's safe, why it's easy, and that's that. I'm going to go ahead and let our other two presenters please introduce yourselves.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Vilcia Rodriguez, and I'm with the City of San Jose, and I'm the Census Project Manager for the city. So our job at the city is to amplify the census message in the communities, to get our residents to participate in the census. And to that end, we're doing a lot of outreach via virtual means, like tonight, to be able to do that. Mi nombre es Vilcia Rodriguez. Buenas noches. Bienvenidos a la reunión de esta noche. Es un placer estar aquí con ustedes. Trabajo para la ciudad de San José. Soy la promotora del Censo 2020 por parte de la ciudad de San José. Estamos aquí para darles una presentación e información sobre el censo y cómo participar en él.
Hi, my name is Nguyen, and I work for the city of San Jose, and I am here to help answer any questions in Vietnamese. Tên là Nguyen và tôi đến từ thành phố San Jose. Tôi làm việc trong văn phòng thống kê dân số 2020 Census. Và ngày hôm nay nếu mà quý vị có câu hỏi về tiếng Việt thì dùng cái mục Q&A ở bên dưới để đặt hỏi. Thank you.
So I'll jump into this because we don't have a lot of time. I do want to share a screen for you folks, and hopefully you'll be able to follow along with us. If there are any questions you have along the way, please put them in, and we will ask for Juan to let us know when those are there. So, so what I want to do is make sure you all understand that basically that this is a big old puzzle, and we are all part of it, and any one of us that's here should be putting our piece in the puzzle so that we can finally get the full count of everyone who's here. The census this year is going to be extremely important because of the fact that we're going through COVID. We're going to need every federal dollar that we can get, as well as every state dollar, and every dollar that we receive to our local government from the federal and state government levels is based on population. So for everyone here who pays taxes, it's vital that we get you counted to get the $675 billion to help us with our hospitals, housing, first responders, libraries, and parks. We have it up on here in Vietnamese. We want to do him and then come to you because I have a full slide for yours, Vilcia.
Yes, Nguyen can go into the Vietnamese.
There, Nguyen?
Yes, I'm here. Rồi, thống kê dân số là 675 tỷ Mỹ Kim có thể liên bang được dùng trong cuộc sống cộng đồng mỗi năm. Ngân sách y tế và ngân sách cung cấp cho gia cư và quỹ vị xã hội. Ngân sách cung cấp người cứu hộ và cơ sở hạ tầng chính, thư viện và công viên.
Great. Buenas noches otra vez. El censo es un programa súper importante, ya que es la manera de que los estados y comunidades locales reciben dinero para programas especialmente importantes durante estos tiempos de coronavirus o COVID-19. Son más de 675 billones de dólares que son distribuidos anualmente para programas que ayudan a los hospitales, a cuidado de salud, programas de vivienda y servicios sociales, servicios de emergencia y carreteras, bibliotecas y parques. Son todos los servicios esenciales que ahorita estamos utilizando. También ayuda a representarnos a nosotros en Washington, D.C. Es la manera de que nosotros recibimos representación política. Es sumamente importante y simple de hacer. 9 preguntas y menos de 10 minutos para completar.
Okay. So we do want to make sure that you all understand that you can respond many ways. Most every household in this county received numerous pieces of mail reminding you that you should take part in the census over the months of March, April, and May. If you did not receive that, you can always use our online portal and go in and fill in your own address. You can also use the phone number that's available there. And in person is going to start up in August, where we're going to have people come out and knock on doors when it is safe to do so, and they will also have on personal protective equipment. Let's see, next up is, sorry.
Quý vị có thể tham gia thống kê dân số qua trực tuyến hoặc là qua điện thoại. Và nếu mà quý vị đã tham gia rồi thì quý vị không cần phải tham gia qua thư. Và quý vị có thể tham gia bằng 12 thứ tiếng. Vào tháng 8, chúng tôi sẽ đến những nơi mà đã chưa trả lời và chúng tôi sẽ gõ cửa và nhờ quý vị tham gia thống kê dân số. Nếu mà quý vị đã tham gia thống kê dân số rồi thì quý vị không cần tham gia thống kê dân số khi mà chúng tôi đang gặp quý vị. Vilcia.
Thank you. ¿Y cómo puede usted participar en el censo? Es súper simple. Este año o este censo, el gobierno lo ha hecho mucho más fácil que en años anteriores. Lo puede hacer en línea, lo puede hacer por teléfono, por correo si ya recibió la forma en el correo, o en persona a partir de agosto, cuando ya sea más seguro poder salir afuera a hacer esta clase de contacto. Está disponible en 13 idiomas, incluyendo español. Right?
All right. So we do have a series of video guides. Anyone who would like to take the census can go to YouTube and find a video guide in their own language for those that are using the languages available, the top 12 languages. We do have up to 59 languages available in language guides online. We did include the links to each the English, Vietnamese, and Spanish here on this page, and we will be sharing this out to Juan to share out with the information that he will be giving you. I'm sorry. Nguyen?
Thưa quý vị, những cái video nào mà giúp cho quý vị mà có thể mà tìm hiểu được những cái bước, những cái step mà mình có thể tham gia thống kê dân số thì quý vị có thể coi những cái video này. Xin lưu ý là những cái video này có từ 59 cái ngôn ngữ, nhưng mà cái lên trên mà trả lời thì chỉ có 12 ngôn ngữ thôi thưa quý vị. Và xin nhớ là thống kê dân số là chỉ có 9 câu hỏi thôi thưa quý vị. Vilcia, please.
Sí, el censo, como les expliqué antes, es súper simple de completar. Permítame un momento. Sorry. Disculpe. Son solo 9 preguntas y no incluye la pregunta de estado de migratorio. Y las preguntas son súper simples. Su nombre, fecha de nacimiento, cuántas personas viven en su casa. Y es importante incluir a todas las personas que viven en su casa, ya sean parientes suyos o amigos o personas que están rentando un cuarto de su casa. Todos cuentan en el censo, independiente de su género, su estatus migratorio, su edad. Así que cuente a todas las personas, especialmente a los niños y bebés. Hay un video en español que le puede enseñar a usted cómo completar el censo pregunta por pregunta. Y aquí está donde puede usted acceder ese video. Ray?
Okay. I'd like to go ahead and answer the question from Catherine since we're coming to the end of our presentation. It's how are you convincing undocumented community members to participate? I know I'd be very reluctant to provide some of the information being asked for the present political environment and administration. I work with some of those undocumented and I don't see how they would do that. So we have in fact been working with organizations within the community. My job and my team's job is to create partnerships with those CBOs. Give you an idea of one of the groups. We're working with the CC Puerto Collective, which includes Somos Mayfair and a variety of other organizations here on the east side to reach out to the folks here, because some of the tracts over on the east side here were in fact some of the lowest response rates in 2010. However, we're not seeing it to be quite as bad this time, and I think that is because the intensive work that has been done not only by the state, the county, and the city, but the CBOs here in the area, the organizations that have received a lot of funding. So we are working with those that are in the community, the trusted voices is the short answer.
If I may add to, one of the key things here is that San Jose has been a leading agency in fighting the inclusion of the citizenship question in the census form. And we were very pleased that last year the Supreme Court agreed with us that that question does not need to be added into the census to get a complete count of everybody who lives here, regardless of their immigration status. It's the goal of the census is just to get a head count of everybody living here. So that's one of the big things. And so I think as a result, the census has been receiving a lot of publicity because of that. And we have been working very hard. City team has been working very hard in making sure that residents understand that the census is important and that by law, the Census Bureau cannot share your information with any other agency, including immigration, landlords, or law enforcement. And that's the message that we would like for you to take away from this presentation to your community.
Kính thưa quý vị, thống kê dân số không phải là bầu cử, cho nên là chúng ta không cần phải là người đã có quốc tịch mới có thể tham gia thống kê dân số được. Thank you. I just summarized what you guys mentioned.
You're much more abbreviated at your wording than we are. And I do want to also make sure that I fully do praise the city of San Jose, because we in the South Bay, San Jose and the Santa Clara County have been leading in the response rates since the first week after the census was open. And again, that's because of the intensive work that has been being done and that started 2 years ago. So Juan can testify that I've been begging to get in front of this group now for probably 1.5 years to talk about this. So
Juan, do you want to translate? Juan, would you like to translate the question into Spanish, or?
If you'd like, it's on. Well, he erased the question. It's now under answered in the Q&A.
Oh, let me go to the question. What was the? Hold on.
It's under.
How are you convincing undocumented community members to participate? I know it would be very reluctant to provide some of the information being asked for with the present political environment administration. I work with some people who are undocumented and I don't know what to say to make them feel safe. So is that what we wanted, the question?
I can go ahead and answer that in Spanish.
Yes, if you could, please.
It's also on the next, on the next slide.
La pregunta que se acaba de hacer en inglés es sobre cómo podemos nosotros convencer a las personas que tal vez están aquí sin documentos a que participen en el censo. Y la respuesta simple es que el censo es seguro, el censo es confidencial. Por ley, la oficina del censo no puede compartir sus datos con otra oficina federal, estatal o del gobierno local, como inmigración, como los renteros, como cualquier otro programa. Su información es súper confidencial por los siguientes 72 años. Y la otra razón de cómo nosotros estamos convenciendo a la comunidad latina a que participe en el censo es con la crisis que tenemos ahorita. Si no participamos en el censo y no nos hacemos contar, no vamos a recibir los fondos que necesitamos del gobierno federal para recuperarnos de esta crisis. Necesitamos fondos para las escuelas, que las escuelas ahorita nos están proveyendo muchos programas, nos están dando para nuestros hijos, y si no recibimos ese dinero federal, vamos a tener un grave problema. También para los hospitales, para las carreteras, para los programas que ayudan, programas de vivienda y programas de salud. Así que esas son las razones de que nosotros estamos utilizando para que usted como residente de San José se haga contar.
All right, thank you.
And that does lead us to the next point. And we're all right now very concerned about what's going on with the COVID crisis. And the census, this is not the first time this has happened to us. 100 years ago during the Spanish flu, it impacted the census count then, and we've actually had a plan in place for what to happen in the event of a pandemic. This time what we're going to do is we are going to be hiring a variety of folks coming up over the next 8 weeks. They will be put into place about August the 11th to go out and knock on doors of those people who have not yet responded. The items that you'll be able to see are a census bag, a tablet, the tablet, and also then personal equipment for their hands, their face. They'll have gloves, masks, and of course hand sanitizer. And then we'll also have a badge, which you can see around the person's neck there. So when a person walking up looks like that, you can tell that they're probably the census person. If you have a concern, you can always get their name off of their badge and call into the census to verify that. One other thing is that we are doing additional training on social distancing and safe practices, including how to do the 6 feet from respondent and still manage to get the answers. Go ahead, Nguyen.
Thưa quý vị, là khi mà lúc nãy Nguyên đã nói rồi đó, thưa quý vị, là nếu mà quý vị đã tham gia thống kê dân số online rồi hoặc là qua điện thoại by phone thì quý vị không cần phải lo là nhân viên thống kê dân số sẽ đến nhà quý vị và gõ cửa. Cho nên là khi mà quý vị đã tham gia rồi thì khi mà những người này đến nhà quý vị gõ cửa thì quý vị không cần phải, thứ nhất là trả lời, hoặc là thứ nhất là phải mở cửa cho họ. Thì nhưng mà nếu mà lỡ mà nhân viên thống kê dân số có đi đến cái khu nhà của quý vị và gõ cửa thì đây là những cách nhận dạng nhân viên thống kê dân số. Thứ nhất là họ có một cái túi của sở thống kê dân số, họ mang theo một cái iPad hoặc là cái điện thoại của họ, và họ có những cái khẩu trang y tế và đeo găng tay, cho nên đôi khi là họ đeo cái khẩu trang như vậy thì sẽ che cái mặt đi, thưa quý vị. Thì quý vị nên biết cách để mà nhận dạng những người nhân viên nào là thống kê dân số hoặc là những người nào là những người giả mạo. Thì giống như lúc nãy đã nói đó, người nhưng mà thống kê dân số sẽ chỉ có hỏi quý vị 9 câu hỏi trên trong cái bảng thống kê dân số thôi. Cho nên là nếu mà những câu hỏi đó mà nó liên quan đến những cái gì mà chẳng hạn như là thông tin mà bí mật quá đó, thì trong cái slide sau thì chúng tôi sẽ bàn thêm về chuyện đó. Nhưng mà quý vị cũng nên nhớ rằng là khi mà quý vị đã tham gia rồi thì sẽ không cần phải lo nữa. Lucia.
Thank you, Nguyen. Y entonces, ¿cómo va la oficina del censo a asegurar de que su personal, sus trabajadores están seguros y que la comunidad también al mismo está seguro cuando ellos comiencen a hacer sus operaciones en las calles? Bueno, una de las cosas que están haciendo es que van a tener, los trabajadores del censo van a tener equipo de protección como cubrebocas, guantes desinfectantes para manos. También están recibiendo entrenamiento sobre distanciamiento social y prácticas seguras. Si alguien llega a su casa y se identifica como trabajador del censo, van a tener credencial de identificación válida con su fotografía. Y es una de las maneras que usted puede confirmar si esta persona es realmente de la oficina del censo. También van a tener bolsas y equipos con el logotipo de oficial de la oficina del censo. Si tiene duda, usted puede llamar al censo para confirmar si la persona realmente es de la oficina del censo. Y por supuesto, si tiene duda, no abra la puerta. La persona del censo nunca va a pedir entrar a su casa, tampoco va a pedir información personal suya como su número de seguro social, su MICA, o su tarjeta bancaria o tarjeta de crédito o dinero o donaciones. Así que si esta persona está pidiendo esa información, probablemente no es de la oficina del censo. If I may add to the English presentation, just one of the things that we want to make sure that our community is aware of, especially right now, with the times that we're in, is that if somebody does come to your front door representing themselves as a census worker, that you make sure that you ask for their identification. And I'll ask Ray to give out the phone number that you can call in case you do have questions or you want to validate that person. I apologize, my dogs are going a little crazy right now. The other thing too is that a census worker will never ask you for your personal information, such as your social security number, your bank card, or PIN number or credit card number. They will not ask for donations or money or political support for any party. So if you have somebody coming in asking for this type of information, probably the person is not a census worker. They will also not ask you to let them. They will not ask you to let them into your house. So make sure that you protect yourself and report any suspicious activity to the Census Bureau.
Okay. And I will put in, there's actually an entire page on how to verify that what you have is in fact census. So I will put that into our chat window as soon as I can find it. I have to apologize. This is not the way I would normally do my presentations. So I'm a little bit, aha, there it is. Participants chat. Why am I not seeing it? Oh, that's new share. Okay, I'll add that to the chat in just a minute, and it will include that phone number that you're looking for. All right, so we do not have a lot of time. I do want to make sure we get a very important point across. I did mention earlier we'll be hiring a lot of people to do this job. And we will be needing people who feel comfortable going door to door and asking questions and helping folks fill out their surveys. We have found over the last few weeks that when we're doing our webinars, the majority of people who have not done their surveys have some nagging question that they just didn't have the answer to, so they didn't feel comfortable. So for instance, should they include everybody that was living at their house on that day? Should they include folks whether they are residents of the United States or whether they are documented residents of the United States or not? What are the safety concerns that we've been talking about? So what we're trying to do now is we are trying to make sure we get it across to everybody and prevent people from needing to go out. But when you do, that's kind of the type of thing you're going to be running across. We are paying $30 an hour for our folks that are going to be out knocking on those doors, and it will likely be less than an 8-week assignment. We'll be working from August the 11th through October at the very latest. So if you've got a little bit of time, or if you have a student who won't be going to college but will be doing it electronically, go ahead and have them sign up now because they can do their hours around their other schedule. This is wildly important to us now, and I do want to make sure you all understand why. Again, it's because of all of the money that comes in, our representation in Congress, and we have to get this job done in order to be able to move forward and get into the next budget series. Vilcia? I'm sorry, Nguyen, did you want to explain in that
Sure.
you did not translate everything, I'm sorry.
Right. So the reason why we didn't translate this bởi vì là for the reason that people who want to work for the Census Bureau needs to speak English too, right?
That is the basic reason, but if anybody does have any questions, they can address them to you. So
okay, perfect. Thank
you. It does require an English, the use of the English language. You must be a U.S. citizen and you must be 18 years of age or older.
Thưa quý vị, giống như lúc nãy chúng tôi đã trình bày với quý vị là nếu mà quý vị chưa trả lời bản thống kê dân số vào tới tháng 8 á, thì những nhân viên thống kê dân số này sẽ đến nhà của quý vị và gõ cửa. Thì đây là một cái việc làm dành cho những quý vị nào đang trong giai đoạn không có việc làm đây. Công việc này là công việc không phải là công việc khó khăn gì mấy, nhưng mà chúng tôi cần những quý vị phải có những cái requirement như thế này là 18 tuổi và phải có cái số an sinh xã hội và phải là người US citizen. Thì nếu mà tham gia thống kê dân số đó không cần phải là US citizen, nhưng mà khi mà muốn work for the Census Bureau thì chúng ta phải là US citizen nhé quý vị. Và sau đó thì chúng ta sẽ được nhận một cái training, và sau khi mà training xong thì chúng ta sẽ đi làm. Vilcia?
La oficina del censo tiene posiciones disponibles ahorita para personas que estén buscando trabajo temporal. Aquí en esta aquí está la información de las diferentes posiciones que están disponibles. Pagan de $27 la hora hasta $33 la hora para posiciones de supervisores. Los requerimientos son pocos, pero sí son firmes. Tienen que tener 18 años de edad o más. Tienen que tener número de seguro social, tienen que ser ciudadanos de los Estados Unidos y correo electrónico para poderse comunicar con la oficina del censo. El pago es súper excelente, como como puede ver ahí, y son horas flexibles y son sueldos semanales también.
Okay. So, I did want to make sure that you all have all of our contact information so that you can follow up with us. And all of this will be provided to Juan in a PDF version that he can share out. So this will be available through him as well later when we're gone. If you should have any questions at this point, feel free to pop them up on the Q&A. I'm going to stop the screen share for now. As I said, we'll share all this later. There we go.
So there
What
is one
level of
question.
reading and writing is required? So it does require that you have the ability to read, speak, and write the language. As far as a level, I don't know that we have a set level. There is a test involved when you make your application, and you will be able to go through that test at that time. It takes about 20 minutes to do an application, and it will determine at that point whether you have the skills needed. Does that sound about right, Vilcia? I don't know if you had a different interpretation of it, because I do want to ask you, because you do have a lot of experience in this answering this question.
Yeah, your office is hiring them, so I defer to you on that information. Thank you.
What we've been told all along is you must have the ability to speak, read, and write the English language. So, all right.
If you have bilingual skills, especially Spanish and Vietnamese language skills, that is a highly desirable skill set. So, and much needed in our community, especially because while overall San Jose is leading the nation in self-response, we are one of the top cities with the highest number of participation in the census. We do have pockets in the city, like in the east side, for example, where the self-response is not high. And we know that there's so many different reasons why that's happening. There's fear of just fear of government, lack of understanding or knowledge about the census and the benefits of the census. There could be language barriers, there could be technology barriers. Not everybody has access to internet, computers, or we're finding out people don't even have access to phones sometimes at home. So those kind of barriers are keeping us from getting those residents to participate in the census. And for the most part, are kind of the residents, the populations that really benefit from the direct impact of programs that are derived from census data. And so they're the ones that we want to make sure that they get counted in the census, and that they participate, and then they voice their, they have a voice during this process. Not everyone can participate in voting, but everyone can participate in the census, because it's not open just to U.S. citizens. It's open to everybody who resides in the United States.
Câu hỏi này nó có liên quan đến câu hỏi này liên quan đến cái khả năng làm việc của người làm việc cho Sở Thống kê Dân số. Thì nếu quý vị làm việc cho Sở Thống kê Dân số thì quý vị không cần quý vị phải là người biết đọc và biết bằng tiếng Anh. Và nếu mà nhưng mà cái này là nó chỉ có liên quan đến là cái việc là làm việc cho thống kê dân số thôi, thưa quý vị. Nếu mà quý vị muốn tham gia thống kê dân số mà muốn tính gia đình vào đó thì quý vị không cần phải biết đọc biết viết. Quý vị có thể gọi điện thoại vào trong cái số điện thoại mà anh Ray đã cho quý vị ở đây. Cái này hỏi này chỉ liên quan đến việc là quý vị muốn làm việc cho sở thống kê dân số thôi ạ. Thank you.
And I want to go back to the most important point, and Vilcia has brought this to me several times in planning for this. You are safe when you are speaking to one of our employees. We do have a badge. I cannot show the entirety of the badge, but we do have a badge with our photo on it, and it does have a logo for the Census Bureau. Many of us do have equipment with logo on it, like the one you saw in the picture. So if you're seeing things or you're not seeing those things, please make sure to check in. You can also check with your local police department if you feel that you are being defrauded. That is not a problem. If you're calling and you want to check on the census folks, like I said, I will be providing that website here in just a moment.
So, es muy importante que para que usted sepa cómo mantenerse para evitar fraude por medio de personas que tal vez estén representando como censistas. Ray, do you mind showing your ID? Ray ahorita está mostrando su identificación, su tarjeta de identificación, y como puede ver hay una foto de él en la identificación. También, could you show your phone?
My phone? Yep.
The back of está mostrando ahí su teléfono, y como puede ver tiene un logotipo del censo en el teléfono también. Pero si tiene duda de que si esta persona que está en su casa es del censo, no tiene que abrir la puerta, puede llamar a la policía al 311 para reportar cualquier actividad que usted piense que no sea correcta en esto. También queremos decirle otra vez de que el censo es seguro, el censo es confidencial, así que su participación no solo es importante, pero también es protegida por ley.
So, are any other questions at this time? We did lose a bunch of our participants. I did put in a variety of websites here for you. One is for jobs, one is for info, one is to respond, and the one is how to confirm that you have an actual survey from the government, not from an agency. We have seen already where some folks have put in, sent out mailings asking for money to pay for your census. We do not ask for money. We do not ask for your credit card. We do not ask for your Social Security or anything else. So if you feel like there's something wrong, check on it. Feel free to question us. We welcome them.